A huge welcome, everybody, to our game of the week. Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for. And this is something rare and special. We're lucky to have number one versus number two. The college football world stopping to watch how this game plays out. It's a potential playoff matchup, as we'll see the number two team in the country, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the number one team in the land, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open score. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. The Georgia State offense back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. And how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39. No huddle here for the offense. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they hand it off to the back. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Quarterback still with the football. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal back at the 13. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the goal line.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. And how about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that push by that defensive line.
He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They're going to scramble now. And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Important 2nd down play coming up. A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here. You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
The Georgia State offense on the field now. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Linebackers making some adjustments now. They'll try to run it with the option. And the pass is incomplete. The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Pass falls incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He missed it. After the miss, still down by 7.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kennesaw State 7, Georgia State 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Panthers offense back out there now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that completion. They go with a direct snap. Gets the first and still running. It's a fumble. The ball carrier lands on it and gains enough for a first down.
When the ball's on the ground.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Offense in hurry-up mode. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Can he make it to the marker? And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And with the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. The Georgia State offense back out there. Remember last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. First down, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He hands it off from the gun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down, and they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down?
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Coverage team brings down the return. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He lets it go on the move. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
First down at 10. They'll try the option play here. The back's got it on the pitch. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the...
Aiming for the end zone. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
And now the try here for the extra point. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. The Georgia State offense on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. A new set of downs after that completion. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Kennesaw State.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Oh, it's snapped to the back. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They have struggled big time in the red zone so far. Can they punch it in here? 2nd and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Has caught. Can he get in? Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. In the clear at the 25. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a 1st down. Great execution on the option. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Here's the option play. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Looks like the defense has it. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Trying it onside to start the 3rd with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Kennesaw State's offense out there now. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. Finds room at the 30. Brought down after a big gain and a 1st down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Really nice run by the back, but I want to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the 1st down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. On the move. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
Extra point is good. They cut it to 17 now, 24-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Kennesaw State 24, Georgia State 7.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. They've got the lead, but had settled for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Direct snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Just able to get it away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And they've got the returner corralled. Offense back out there now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
42 Spider.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. Enough for the first, but still going. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Georgia State. Strong game by this quarterback.
Number 11 with the carry.
Now they line up to kick the extra point.
On for the extra point.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14.
That makes the score Kennesaw State 24, Georgia State 14.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down play coming up. Back in motion now. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes a quick catch.
The pass on third down was complete on the screen. Runs out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Grab behind the line. It's Griffin. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kennesaw State 24, Georgia State 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Pressure is coming.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Backed up at the one. He's going to throw it. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Third and long. He'll try to pass it again from his own end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Look at this. He'll go deep again. And he throws his third interception of the day. Look out. He's got some space.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
38.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Georgia State offense on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The pocket breaking down. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Down he goes, a sack.
Man, how'd you like to be the offensive... team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush. That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route, you tackle him inbounds, it keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Kennesaw State's offense out there now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Important 3rd down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. They've converted 2 of 3 so far on 4th down, and they'll stay aggressive here. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pass rush closing in. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here's the 2nd down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
They'll try a pass here. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
It is tough on a defense when a quarterback gets out of the pocket and makes the defense have to decide, are we going to rush him or are we going to stay back in coverage? And there, the quarterback was able to keep looking downfield and find the receiver as the defense scrambled to adjust.
And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone?
Well, they're going to score on the last play of the game. I think that's a combination of the offense just trying to work the clock. And the defense, they've already shut things down. They're in the locker room. They give up another touchdown.
Well, let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival. You get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking